So you need some makeup brushes. Well, let me tell you, you have come to the right place. Today we are going to talk about some of my favorite makeup brushes from the brand BK Beauty. So why don't we just go ahead and dive in. A lot of times when people like in my day-to-day life come up and talk to me about makeup, they're asking me for a specific product, a specific lipstick or eyeshadow palette or blush or bronzer or whatever it is. And I've had people say like, here is my makeup. How should I use these products? Which products should I switch them out for? And honestly, y'all, like 6 or 7 times out of 10, it's not the product that I want to recommend to them, but the tool or the brushes or the sponges. So that is what we are going to talk about today because one of my favorite brands, BK Beauty, just turned 6 years old. They are having an anniversary sale. And so I wanted to come just share some tips and tricks with you, some brushes that I love, because if you need some makeup brushes, like stocking up during a sale is the way to go. Now the sale already started. It went live Thursday, July 31st, and it is going to run through Sunday, August 10th. So if you want to purchase, now is the time. You will get 20 to 35% off site-wide. You don't need to type in any codes or anything, like pick the products that you want, and during checkout, you will receive the discount. Also, if you spend $150 or more, you get a fan favorite brush for free. This brush right here is the Angie Hot and Flashy A506 collection. This is a concealer brush. It is one that is oh so raved about. People love this brush here, and you can get this one for free if you make a larger purchase. Also, you can shop via Tik Tok shop. The sale is the same time, July 31st to August 10th, and 20 to 35% off. So let's go ahead and talk about some brushes. Okay, so one thing I will say is brushes can be expensive, but they are a tool that can really like impact how your makeup turns out. And for me, I honestly recommend purchasing in bundles when you can. Like, yes, if you just know what certain brush you want, go ahead and purchase them separately. But I really recommend if you are making large purchases like this and purchasing during a sale to pick up different bundles. And so I just had a couple bundles that I wanted to highlight. One being the Core Complexion Trio bundle. Now this bundle is a 3-piece bundle, and it comes with 3 brushes that are great for complexion, for your core, for setting up your foundation for success. So the first brush is one that is very unique to my collection. It is the 114, and the 114 is like a dual-sided concealer brush, so it's kind of like 2 brushes in one. You have one side with the lighter fibers, and this is great for your cream products. So whether you are putting liquid or cream foundation or concealer, this is the side that you would want to use, the one that has the lighter side. But then when you're ready to go in with powder, you just flip it over and you take the darker back side. You can use a pressed powder or a loose powder and kind of tap over the different areas underneath your eyes or around your face that you want to set. So, I mean, this is one brush, y'all, but it's doing 2 different things here. It's applying your cream products and your powder products. Now, that's the way that you are told, like on the website, that you can use it. But honestly, if you have cream blushes, cream bronzers, you could use that lighter side to apply those cream blushes and bronzers. That's a little bit difficult to say. And if you needed to, in a pinch, you could take that powder side and tap on some highlighter or bronzer or blush or whatever you want. I don't think this is the best brush for that, but in a pinch, if you needed to, the 114 is there for you. Now the 115, I couldn't find my 115. I don't know, I may have possibly have given that one away, but the 115 is called the Medium Contoured Foundation, and it's the one that is between these 2 brushes here. So this one is the large 101, which takes up a lot of space. It is a very popular foundation brush, and the 109, which is like the little baby sister to the 101. It's much smaller. You can get in like those smaller contoured areas, and essentially they do the same thing. Like these products work for foundations or cream products or liquid products. And so the 115 is in the middle of these 2 sizes here, which is probably why I don't have it. There are times when I gift brushes to friends when they're looking for one in particular. But these products, again, are great for those cream products or liquid products that you want to apply. The 101 is fantastic for foundation because you can cover a large space. I mean, this is a very large brush. You can cover a large space in a short amount of time. And then with the 109, this one can still apply foundation all over your face. It's going to take a little bit longer because it is a smaller brush, but I like to use this one for cream bronzer or cream blush or even cream highlighter because it is a little bit smaller, but it's that same perfect like angled shape, and it's soft enough to really get the product in there, but also dense enough to that I can pack up the product and really make it shine. So although I don't have the 115 in front of me, I did want to show you the 101 and the 109 because happy medium, you get it in this collection as well. And then we have the 116, and the 116 is like the little sister to the 106, which is the round foundation brush. Again, it's just the smaller version. So still a rounded type of brush that you could use to buff in foundation, although since it's a little bit smaller, this again is great for those cream or liquid bronzers or blushes or highlighters. Yes, you can still buff in all over your face if you want to. So again, I mean, like, this is really helping you with that complexion, really get the product in your skin. But you can also get into like the hollows of your cheeks here. If you're trying to do a little contour, you can go down the nose. It's like the perfect size. Not quite as large as the 106, although it still does the same thing with your foundation, bronzer, highlighter, blush, whatever, cream products. And so again, you do have these brushes that are great for cream products, but also because of the 114 and the versatility, you can set with powder. And I mean, like, this complexion trio, you really could do your entire face and have your complexion ready to go in just 3 brushes. So yes, it's pricey. It's $95 to get the set. Again, 20 to 35% off. But at the same time, you're getting 3 brushes and you're like covering your entire face. I wanted to show you one face complexion set and one eye complexion set, although I will have the link to BK Beauty and like check out all of their sets, but I have small eyes. My eyes are hooded, so like you can see my lid, but then I open it, you don't see my lid anymore, right? And so I need brushes that are going to pay attention to detail, that are going to do what I need them to do, and that they are going to work for me. And BK Beauty has a brush set that is really made for small hooded eyes, like myself. It's amazing. Now, you'll notice in the picture that there are 5 brushes. I have 4 here. I could not find my 208 Precision Angled brush, so again, I feel like I may have given that to a friend, but there's no way I am losing these 4 brushes here. So I have some favorites, okay? One of my favorites is the 202. The 202 is perfect for going in your crease because you have this long tapered tip, but since it's tapered, it's not very fluffy. It's going to put the product in a certain area, but it's fluffy enough that you can still blend out that crease. You can pack the product on, you can blend it out, and because of the unique taper of this 202 brush, you are able to get in those small areas and blend and diffuse the product. So this is one that I use like literally like every single day. This is a favorite for me. Love this one. Then we have, if you've been at my channel, you know I love the 203 brush. The 203 brush is another one that I think is multi-purpose. So it's called a shader brush because you do have these flat sides on the brush, but it's not completely flat. Like, there's still some fluff here. It's just a little bit more thin and flat, so you can really pack on the shimmers. But the thing that makes the 203 brush so unique is that it is still fluffy enough to where you can pack on the shadow and then blend it in the crease to get a seamless blend between that crease shade and lid shade. I use this brush all of the time. I think I have like 3 of them, maybe 4 of them, 3 or 4. Like, I love this brush. Must have in my collection. With this set, you also get the 204. The 204 is great for lower lash line work. I have people ask me all the time, like, how do you put your shadows on the lower lash line? Whatever I do in my crease, I do to my lower lash line, and the 204 really makes it easy because it is a smaller, dense brush, but it is thin as well. So you can tap into the powder, you can press it along your lower lash line, but it has just enough fluff to where you can blend as well and really get that product diffused and where you want it on your lower lash line. So this is a brush that, like, I have to have in my collection, and I love it. It's so unique because it's not a liner brush that's more thin and just putting the product where you want it, but it's not too fluffy to where you're not going to get the pigmentation. It's the perfect mixture of like pushing the product where I want it and blending it out. Love that one. I also do really love the 207. The 207, this is your detail brush. It's called the pencil blender brush actually, but for me, it's like an outer detail brush. You could use this on your lower lash line. Again, I have small eyes, so I don't. What I do is I do this for outer corner work. I will take a darker shade, I will tap into it, and then because this is domed and dense, it does a great job of really depositing. I can pack that outer corner, but then again, you're seeing a theme here. There's enough blend to where I can use this same brush and kind of blend the outer edges so that it looks so nice and seamless. And of course, I don't have the 208 to show you because I don't do a ton of liner. I've been trying out some powder liner and I have a couple of these brushes, but I suspect that I gave that one to a friend who was looking for a liner brush. But again, if you are trying to really build your repertoire of brushes, if you are really trying to focus on your tools, yes, this is $80 for 5 brushes, but if you take the time to invest in a face set and a brush set, you can complete your whole look and it's going to be nice and seamless and beautiful. So again, these are just 2 of the sets that I wanted to talk to you about. They have tons of sets on there. If you are someone who is like, listen, I need to revamp all of my brushes, like I want an entire set, I did just want to touch on the Essentials brush collection. That is a 9-piece set. It's super expensive, $225. So again, if you're going to invest the money, now is the perfect time when they're having a sale. But it is the Essential Face set and the Essential Eye set put together in one. So really it's the perfect combination if you are someone who is trying to revamp your whole collection and really grow your brush set. This would be the set that I would recommend because you are getting the face and eye brushes in one. Now there are a couple brushes that I personally love that I wanted to highlight for you that weren't in these 2 collections that I mentioned. So one is the bronzer brush that I use all of the time. This is the 103. Y'all, this is a big daddy. There's a 103 and there's also a 107 that if you feel like the 103 is a little bit too big for you, you can go in and get the 107 or even the 111, which is a little bit more dense. For me, the 103 is perfect for bronzer because I'm not trying to contour. So this is big and fluffy, okay? So it's going to pick up product and then I kind of just press it onto my cheeks where I want my bronzer to go. But again, because of the fluffiness, I'm able to buff it out as well. I can take it on the forehead, I can take it on the jawline. The 103 is the bronzer brush that I use literally all of the time. Like all of the time. It is a favorite, so I couldn't have a BK Beauty brush set and not talk about the 103. I also wanted to highlight my 112 brush. This is a blush brush. Now you can use this for powders or creams. I typically use this one personally for creams. This is a small brush. It's very, very tiny, so you could even use it for highlighter if you wanted. Again, I'm giving you suggestions on like how to use these brushes, but like, okay, you can use them however you want. So this one I use for cream blush, and what I will do is I will put the blush where I want it, and then I just kind of press and blend the brush out. I recently used this for my Say Dewy Cloud blush or whatever it's called, the dewy blush. I used that, and you can buff it out, although this works with powder blushes too. So again, multi-purpose. It's a small blush brush, but even because it's small, if you wanted to do some highlighter as well or blush toppers, like this would be a great brush for that one. So now maybe you're saying, Kelly, there's no way I am purchasing a full set. That's too expensive. Give me your favorite brushes. Like out of a set, favorite brushes, what are they? Okay, so I wanted to share with you the must-haves, the ones that I must have in my collection at all times. The first being the bronzer brush that I just talked about, the 103 bronzer brush. Use it all of the time. This one is $34 on its own. I also cannot live without my 202 brush because my 202 brush really gets in the crease, y'all. I have small hooded eyes. I do not have a brush like this one. It really gets in the crease and helps my eyeshadow just go into the perfect spot. So I must have my 202. I also really like the 201 brush as well. The 201 brush is fluffier, a little bit larger than the 202, and I use this one for transition or a lighter shade. Whatever the deeper shade is, like today I have like a deeper brown, I would use my 202, put that in the crease, then I would go in with a lighter brown or more of a skin tone color, and I would take my 201, tap in and blend out and diffuse the edges. So I kind of feel like these go hand in hand, the 201 and the 202, like they're a favorite for me. I also need my 203, y'all. This is the brush that I probably have the most of. Like I have multiples of the 203 because it is like my favorite brush for putting shimmer on the lid. It really picks up the pigment beautifully. It sets the pigment where I want it to go and blends it into the crease. So I must have this one and my 207. This is one that I use all of the time too. Like I said, I use it for really that outer corner work. You could use it on the lower lash line if you wanted to, but that is like a must have for me. So if I were to say like, hey, pick up a couple brushes, those are the ones that I would recommend. I really love the 103. Like if you can't get all 4 of these smaller brushes, I would recommend, I really love this 3-piece set, the 201, 202, 203. Like that's my favorite, and then the 103. So like if you can't make a set work and you wanna like build your own set, like this would be my bundle. This would be like the KBellaBeauty bundle. But I cannot talk to you about brushes without also highlighting the fact that BK Beauty did just release a solid brush soap. If you are going to purchase makeup brushes, please take the time to clean them. I have had friends tell me that they've like never cleaned a brush, or they have a brush that like they use all of the time and they clean it every now and then, or they're just cleaning it with Dawn dish soap. My favorite way to clean brushes is with a solid, and BK Beauty just came out with their solid brush soap. And the thing that's amazing is they have 2 sizes. So they have a larger size and a smaller travel size. They also have travel bundles of brushes if you're looking for that as well. But if you want to just try it out, see what the solid is like. If you are not someone who's wearing makeup all the time, maybe you're newer in the game, I would say just get the small one. Like you don't need the Big Daddy, get the small one. That's totally fine. But if you are a makeup lover like myself and you clean your brushes regularly, invest in the big one because the smaller one is like $12. The larger one is $25. These brush soaps are so amazing. First of all, they smell so good. So fresh and clean. It's a light scent. It's not strong. But the thing that's fun about this one is you get the cleansing solid and you get the little brush cleaner on the inside, and you can just kind of like do a little 2-for-1, clean your brushes. This is all you need. It is magnificent. I would highly recommend if you are making a purchase during the sale, pick up some soaps, okay? Pick up a soap. Get the smaller one, get the larger one. Like if you're gonna purchase brushes, you wanna take care of them, you want them to last. I've had mine for years and years and years. Pick up a brush soap. So those are my favorites, my highlights from BK Beauty. They are one of my favorite brands. I love them oh so much. The links down below are affiliated, meaning I do get a little bit of commission if you click on the links. So thank you so much if you do shop my links. If you're not comfortable with that, go to the BK Beauty website. I do have a code, KBella10, but like you're gonna get 20 to 35% off even without a code. So go check out some brushes. I think what I'm gonna do though is put a makeup brush playlist together because BK Beauty is one of my favorite brands. I've loved them for years. I have videos of their brushes. I will have those listed down below. But I also think if you are interested in this type of video, you may be interested in some other brushes as well, like the ones from Singe Beauty or Sigma, and I have videos using those as well. So I will put a little playlist together. You can binge watch. Happy shopping. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe before you go. That way I can see you in the next one.